there, but one thing that's similar, these two teams.
David Mirkovic, he can play inside, he can play out. Keaton Wagler off the bounce. That's a good feel for the game, and that's a nice play. And there's that Nate Oates talked about. He said our small guys going to have to come out and help rebound the basketball.
There's Kylan Boswell. And a hand check foul called on Aiden Holloway. That'll be Mendes ambassadors for the game, as Mirkovic will put it on the deck and try to drive inside. Mirkovic off the window.
Level, he's 6'9", he has point guard skills, but he has a powerful body.
Here's Allen for three.
And he's just a freshman, but he's a guy at 6'8", will get on the glass for them.
And there's the answer.
You're saying about his three-point shot, because he has a great stroke, only shooting about 32.
Blocked off. Out he goes. Ivicic with the air ball and out of bounds.
Feet on the glass.
There's a timing error on the floor.
Mirkovic, he is just going to put. I want to see the weaknesses exposed in November. Not in
run. Right cell with a quick three. Another rebounding opportunity, and diving on the flips and will end up. It's beautiful. Right cell.
And from Kevin, but he has to have more than 3.3 rebounds at that size.
Philon, count that bucket. A year ago had 16 in the matchup against these Illini last year.
That's good defense.
And a foul is called. Out on the perimeter. Mirkovic trying to give a little help to Boswell, who finds Ivicic 4-3, and this one will drop. Philon in the corner finds Bol Bowen, and the answer for the good pass out of the double to find Wagler.
At his small size, does a nice job.
Williamson, Noah Williamson,
guys understand how to play, and one thing
to the arms of Keaton Bristow, seeing his first action as a member of the Crimson Tide. He'll run it up and throw it down for two.
I'll get him out there to play. He's our guy that plays physical. You look at his body, you said, can he? He said he loved to hit people. The free throw line, when he gets that three-point shot up, watch out.
Feels a lot like underhand back to Allen. Shot clock at 6 as the three wraps out. Bristow had design. Good feed and a wraparound pass. Humrickhouse on the block. No, but there's Mirkovic.
Allen's doing a good job of just attacking. Tried to draw the foul, didn't get that one.
Danpeja in the building tonight. 10 to shoot. Stojakovic, tough fadeaway, makes it look easy.
Creating space with his shoulder, just getting into people.
Ooh, a deep three. Holloway trying to warm push. These two teams are not afraid to run. Trail three. Bristow a little bit strong. Allen turns the corner and quiets the crowd.
So far.
Already 5 for Allen. Tough pass, too tall for Stojakovic. The white line is the college line. The black line where he stepped behind is the NBA three. The backboard by Humrickhouse.
I did not see the defense coming.
Oh! Andre Stojakovic! One more
momentum for Illinois, but the three-point shot in Alabama, and you look at the score, they're just down.
The last 7 for Illinois. He'll work against Philon. Spinning inside, Stojakovic. The last 9. Offensive rebound. That'll make Nate Oates smile. Philon will try again. And Humrickhouse put. Wagler on the run. Good defense by Alabama. Now Allen back in. Aiden Holloway, Illinois, 5 to shoot. Right cell on the drive. The dish in the corner. Bol Bowen's 3. And he's able to pass out. Good length by Amari Allen to rip that away. Allen on the lob to the rim, but he couldn't grab it. They're excited about Davion Hanna at Alabama. As Stojakovic tries that 3 and the foul. Wagler. Crowd wanted to travel. No call. The dish in the corner. Bol Bowen set 3 is good. I asked him about this. He looked at me like I asked him why he likes guys who can shoot. Well, because he shot 41% from 3. Your 6th year of college basketball. You've been everywhere. And another Illinois turnover. The handoff now to Holloway and an offensive foul. That's Sherrill.
Foul. You only lay a little wood.
And you don't want to get that as your second.
No, not at all.
Especially when you're stuffed by Allen on the switch is Wagler. 6 to shoot, spinning into the paint. Finds Stojakovic, and he's too fast for Nate Oates at Alabama. Scored almost 91 a game last year. Bristow inside. Everything. Here's Humberkaus, deep three. And off the Millette miss. And Mirkovic, even deeper, and he'll hit this one.
And help and reroute the offensive player.
Extra pass to Wagler. That triple on the right ankle as he works inside against Mirkovic. Smart play by Bristow. One of the things Nate Oates told us about him is, look, he wants to play physical. Just needs to be helped. Illinois by a pair. Humberkaus. Second chance for Illinois. Set three. And Hannah the...
Ben shot that one kind of styled.
Mirkovic on the baseline spin. Ball loose. Trying to track it down. There are Allen. Have an old man's baseline jumper there. Here's Stojakovic. Mirkovic. And a foul. Here's Wagler to the line. 85% on the year in the front end of the wall. Attempt in 4.5 games.
That's being aggressive.
Both Sherrill and Philon on the bench with 2. Leaning inside and a travel.
He's played against Purdue. He's played against Illinois. I mean, when SEC comes.
Holloway and a foul called on Kylan. Illinois scoreless in this first half. And Illinois going with Mihailo Petrovic off the time. View of Mihailo Petrovic was cleared to play on Monday, October 22-year-old who was an elite player in the Adriatic League before coming to Illinois.
For Petrovic, he's healthy enough because right now he doesn't have time to test it.
No one was defending him either. Alabama's been defending a lot over the last 10 minutes as
girth of Illinois down there blocking out.
You're going to have 2 really good games in November. Holloway. Right cell back out to Bull Bowen. Good contest by Wagler, but Bull Bowen to the rim.
And get to the rim.
He's got 8. The answer won't roll down, and Bull Bowen kept the defensive board. Holloway again, deep 3. And again off the mark. Ivisic over to Wagler. Good shot fake. The freshman on the move. Can't get the roll.
And that's a win for the Crimson Tide. Braden Smith out-rebounded our front court.
Front end Mitch. He'll launch the deep 3. And he'll hit. Here comes the double. Extra pass. Humberkaus. Rebound Allen from the floor, but that one brings Alabama within 1. Petrovic, the drive of the dish. Wagler's 3 with the answer. Holloway against Petrovic. Back out to Allen, deep 3. Oh, that one will fall. Here we go. Game and shot clock as we close this first half. Humberkaus, another deep 3, and another shot at the United Center. Millette, does he have the answer? He does! Try to get it going early here for Alabama. Right cell. Backs up for the 3. Halfway to shoot for Boswell. Boswell launching the contested 3. Rebake. Here's Boswell, just 2 points in the first half. Can't connect here. Offensive rebound, Ivisic, and a... Inbound, Ivisic on the drive and a foul. Can't connect on the 3.
Not too much paint work for him on the offensive end.
0 for 2 on that trip, and Alabama. Right cell trying to split, lost the handle, and Wagler comes up with it.
You have to go stronger than that.
Oh, final one going strong there. And Ivisic, and for the first. Good recovery by Alabama. Mirkovic to three. Illinois struck.
He said he got hooked on that play.
Mirkovic. Boy, tough shot. Here's Allen. On the drive, the dish out for three. Good find and finish. Slow start to the second half for Alabama. Stojakovic provided it in the first half, leaning in and good defense and turned it over. Boswell doesn't have numbers. He'll drive anyway to the rim for two. We've already seen him put 100 on the board once this season when they beat St. John's 103-96. Since he said, is that game still a possibility? St. John's, yeah, it's still available. He said, let's do it. Let's go there. I said, what's the next place that you'd love? What's the Boswell starts to assert himself more offensively. Here's Humrickhouse to three. That won't go. We've got a whistle and a foul. And how about that? Look at the play by Bristow. Then he turns it right back over, and Boswell there for the easy two. 2-point lead for Alabama. Holloway on the drive through the contact of Humrickhouse. That's just strength. Forced into a little extra action with that foul trouble. In the corner, Millett. The three is short, and here's Holloway. Three in transition is off. Bristow again finds the
defensively and just all over the glass.
The WAC freshman of the year at Tarleton State a year ago. Stojakovic.
Well, he moved quickly on that play.
To be able to call the timeout as Alabama scores off that timeout, finding 13 from the floor in the second half. And Alabama with the 8-point lead. Boswell cuts that. It's Jemison into the corner. Clear it out. And then a turnover. Miscommunication between Here's Boswell working against Bristow, leaning inside, using his physicality, and Bristow
6'6", 6'8". They compete.
Drive by out. Humrickhouse will leave. Back in comes Mirkovic. Here's Bull Bowen. Now Holloway under 10 to shoot. On the drive, got past. Boswell, the only Illini to hit any shots in this second half. Here's Boswell, slithers inside against Allen, and the ball loose. Petrovic, pocket pass, and a second pocket pass, and then a miss. Boswell, second chance for Illinois, and it's Boswell again. He's into double figures. And a foul on Boswell. Number 3, Falon hesitates on the drive. A little teardrop won't fall, and Ivisic with a rebound.
They've been the difference as far as the physicality in this half.
And a foul called on Bristow.
Like you said, from Bristow, and I love the way him and Allen are both attacking.
Mirkovic and a tie-up between. Falon, the skip to right side. In the corner, Falon drives to Bull Bowen. High.
Falon and then
extra pass. Ivisic in the corner. That's a huge
time shot for him.
Falon, tough fadeaway, but he's had the answer. Illinois 1 for 6 from 3 in this half. 5 of 19 from the floor. That's an offensive. Holloway got a good screen up top, and then a foul on Wagler. And Holloway short on the 3 consecutive free throws. I don't know if that carried up to the United Center, but we're not going to find out.
This offense right here.
Here's Stojakovic stumbling his way, and the ball out of bounds off the body of Holloway in the first half. Looks like he wants to get one up here. He'll drive inside, and that'll break the spell. Here's a 3. Sherrell drains it from deep.
So 6 feet.
5 to shoot. Boswell's going to have to go to work. Contested 3 won't go.
And he can start to break.
And the one, but no. An alley
down.
Stojakovic on the spin to the rim. Count it, and the foul. three-point. Trying to penetrate into that zone. The floater just a little bit strong, and the rebound Ivisic as well to work. 10 to shoot. Stojakovic bumped, keeping the corner. They work it with Philon and Bol Bowen. He'll launch the three, top of the key short. Bristol. Stojakovic has been the offense the last couple of minutes. He'll try to keep it going, and he does. Foul on Boswell, and that the Tarleton State transfer has played a huge role in his debut tonight. Misses the front. This building will host. Stojakovic on the drive to the rim. Count it, and the foul. Stojakovic, 9 in the second half. 21 for the game. Can't get that one to go. Holloway, 3. Off to Humrickhouse. It's his opposite number. The no-look Ivisic for 3. Got a great extra pass. 3. Answer. Latrell Wrightsell. Shot clock down to 10. Stojakovic going baseline with the reverse. Count that.
Quick reversal, and then he just plays through the contact.
1 for 2 tonight. 1 for 3 tonight. And the rebound, Bowen. That 3 a little short. Offensive rebound. Philon's 3 is good. And the tip. Millett with the takeaway. To the rim for 2 more. Timeout. Boswell back out there with 4 fouls, and the ball poked free. That'll be a foul on Aden Holloway, his second. Not sure that there's any question in your mind as to whether or not that was a foul.
For sure it was.
Tomislav tonight, but in limited minutes, still coming back from that knee injury. Is Boswell, will history repeat itself? Sherrell got Ivisic in the air, but it's been an effective 8. He's played the 8 minutes, has 5 points, a couple of rebounds.
Just a quick twitch to get into the paint.
1 foot.
Smaller defender, but they're fronting when he gets down on the block.
Humrickhouse will leak out. 3. Millett wanted the crowd quieter, battling.